The public outcry that greeted alleged padding of the spending plan of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs for the 2023 fiscal year forms the basis of this gathering. The Committee on Appropriation grills the Finance Minister and the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
For your ministry, if you see that kind of issue within the budget, you would have contacted your chairman of committees within the House. He would liaise with me, not going into the media.
The lawmakers are not comfortable with the continued absence of the Humanitarian Affairs Minister over time before relevant committees are moved to summon her.
Minister for Humanitarian, she will appear before this committee tomorrow unfailingly. Mr. Chairman, I so moved.
But rather than adopt Taiwo Uluga's motion, the committee advised Sadiya Umar Farouk to come before it and provide clarifications on the raging matter.
Whenever issues like this arise, let's have that synergy so that we'll be on the same page with explanation that will help us keep the cohesion, the unity in this country together.
Finance Minister attributes the outcry to communication gaps. She insists there was no insertion of any kind in the ministry's budget. Zainab Ahmed says the allocation of 206 billion naira was for multilateral and bilateral loan projects.
We need to find how to bridge that gap so that each minister, each permanent secretary will be aware of the project that they own and also exert the necessary oversight over the implementation of the budget.
The national chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission has expressed his disappointment over the spate of attacks on INEC facilities across the country by arsonists. He noted that in the last 4 months, 5 INEC offices have been attacked, but the commission will not be deterred.
Well, it's very disappointing, particularly because in the last 4 months, 5 of our offices were attacked nationwide in the last 4 months. But this will never deter us. We'll make sure that we replace, burnt, or destroyed equipment. In spite of this unfortunate incident, elections will hold in Abeokuta South in 2023. That's one. Whatever material we have lost, the Commission is making efforts to replace the materials. And then we lost 65,699 PVCs.
He also added that it will not take more than 2 days to print more than 65,000 permanent voter cards damaged by the inferno, urging the electorate to be calm and have confidence in the commission.
As soon as we get the VIN numbers to be harvested by the state office, we'll reprint. It doesn't take longer than 2 days to print 65,000 PVCs, but we have to get the voter identification numbers for the cards that were lost so that we can quickly reprint. It doesn't take longer than 2 days to reprint that number of PVCs.
The chairman also visited the Alake and paramount ruler of Egbeland to seek the support of traditional ruler and other stakeholders in ensuring peaceful and successful general election.
In under 3 months, there is going to be a general election. And this general election requires the support, continuing support of paramount rulers of their standing. We can't succeed without their support.
According to the United Nations Office on Drug and Crimes, 14.4% of Nigerians presently engage in drug abuse. Worried by the spate of new entrants into the fast-expanding circle of drug abuse, the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency is collaborating with sister agencies to stem the ugly tide.
We must sanitize unintelligent.
They are gathered in this hall in Owerri to brainstorm and come up with internationally acceptable ways to fight the menace head-on.
If we work together, if we relate better, if we relate well, our society will be better. If we fail to relate well, it means the society will be destroyed, it will be disrupted, our activities will not function well. Because I tell you, a lot of the problems of drug in Nigeria can be managed if we manage issues of drugs better than we are managing it here. NDLEA cannot do it alone.
This speaker, while noting the prevalence of drug abuse in Nigeria and its negative impact on public health, said all hands must be on deck to curtail the challenge in the country.
There is so much poverty that even the school they have in that community has no roof, no chairs. And a child wakes up every day and sees people who have lost hope because of poverty and hardship, drinking, smoking, doing all sorts. And so that child growing up might think that that's the norm.